Hello, fellow wanderers in the toxic forest. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Boundless Witch. Episode 16. Do boys just not like clothes? I'm confused. Yeah, so now we have hot baths. We have hot water and hot baths. I am not using all of... I have a capacity for 250 units of heat, and I'm only using 100 of them. So then the other part of this, which gets lodged in, is radiators. I'm going to do radiator heated rooms rather than old school heaters. That way, we heat the areas that need heating efficiently, and that will keep people happy. Isn't there a sink to wash hands? Yeah, I have a granite basin to wash hands. You can wash your hands there too. In fact, that granite basin should be probably put over here. And then we'll do a different sink because I don't want to go in there and wake Silver Knight up because this is like his bedroom. Vermeer, you are very depowered. Ooh, rice! We are harvesting! Another thing, I've been so hyper-focused on the plumbing. Yes, we can dump another waste here. Another full stack. Here as well. And here as well. So that will bring our waste stored in here down to 2 from 92 or something like that. It's a mod, and the mod list can be found there. All right, look at Silver Knight. Squeaky clean. Extremely comfortable. I don't know why he's up right now, but it's not my fault. He's scheduled for sleep. Do we not have any more? Yeah, we don't have any more blocks. So the water infrastructure is nearly done, and what to work on next will be up to you. I haven't yet done the farming for fertile soil and irrigation. We could also add additional infrastructure for human habitation, like dining or something. We could add infrastructure for non-toxic ranching. We could research. We could build, focus solely on research. We could tame animals for relocation. Improve defenses. Or viewer suggestions. Because maybe there's something better that I didn't mention. Oh, right. Crap. If you can't see this poll, this is really complicated. I will try to copy and paste it into chat. I never finished the lab, and I'm planning on finishing it. Does the timers work? Ah, the timer works at least. But I do intend to finish the lab first. I will do that after I finish the farming stuff. But I think he's... Uh-oh. Nope, this is other map tile. I think he's gonna get fed. I don't think he'll starve. We got food. Nope, not leader speech. So this should have an occupancy check. Wanderer joined rat. 12 years old. Oh, well, this is awkward. Where do they want to join? I'm going to wait on this as long as I can. I have no idea which tile they're showing up at, but this is a child that wants to join. If they show up at the other tile, they just get clubbed to death by a 35-year-old. So I'm going to wait as long as I can until the other raid is done. All right, I'm going to raise the power value here just a little bit. And then I'm going to delete the old heaters. So they're trying to assault something, and they're going to figure out that there's nothing to fight and then leave. Hopefully. And then these rooms are going to be set to 66. And we now have central heating, sort of. Solid. Remove the table as a gathering spot. Wise. It is private. A visitor. Oh, wow. A lot of visitors. So there's a child coming in with a whole bunch of adults, I'm assuming? Yeah, the rest are adults. And it looks like you guys want me to increase the infrastructure for human habitation. Got it. For me, that is going to be a more solid food supply. You might have assumed that, and if you did, you were right. I think no matter what, if we cannot supply a decent amount of food to our colony, we're going to have a bad time. Especially as we add people. So that's the priority. Whoa. That is some happiness. So let's add into a food supply. Did something rot here? Oh yeah, it did just rot. We are going to want to research, I think probably irrigation. We have irrigation. Okay, so we're going to irrigating sprinkler, which will use a considerable amount of water, but that's going to increase the yield of these crops immensely in this circle. Also, this circle happens to be like nearly perfect the size of this here. That's a future project. But yeah, let's get a sprinkler in here. I'll put it, I think, get my most bang from a buck right there. So current priority, increase food security for colonists. The freezer here can now be frozen more. I'm just going to drop the temperature as low as it could go. Now that we're not actively developing this area and hypothermia is not a risk. I did say that I was going to put it back and somehow or another I remembered. I'm normally horrible at remembering stuff like that, but I did this time, so patting my own back. All right, they've given up and are leaving. Rat. Sup? Rat's here. Rat is a nervous... What is with naked children showing up at my doorstep? Great passions, by the way. Great passions. But slowly I'm forming sort of a certain reputation for naked boys. And I don't like that. A spectacle of bugs. They want me to draw a 1 hive to me. And I'll vote on this. Do we accept a hive quest? I don't know what map tile it's going to be on. If it's on the other map tile, it's actually a problem. We'll just like abandon that map tile or something. So 1 is yes, and 2 is no. I know you can't physically see it, but I figured I'd type it out for you. All right, another commando coming in. Now this one is a little different, only because this one needs schooling. They're a child. They need to learn. They have learning needs. So at the moment, they have a need of sky dreaming. Fortunately, they did show up in their own gas mask. Unfortunately, that gas mask is bunk as hell. I'm going to need to replace it. So we're also going to need a bedroom. So food security for the colonists is a big priority, but like another bedroom is going to be needed. So I think what I'm going to do is dig, because we want it heated, right? Oh. I could dig this out. I just don't know where the overhead mountain is. Yeah, I could put a bedroom here, nested behind the research room. It's not a problem. It will add more foot track in the research room, but like, that's kind of the best spot I can see, because you know it's going to be clean, and it's not likely to have overhead mountain, so it can be heated, and it's near the plumbing, which is a benefit. The other thing we could do is to build a structure here, making the ranch smaller, or try our hand at trying to mine into this and hope it's not overhead mountain. But yeah, I think I'm just going to settle for this. I think this is not unreasonable. So maybe I'll put the door here, but I'll immediately start working on his bedroom. And in the meantime, I will have him bunk with Silver Knight. And I'm going to have Rat stay behind the walls, because I'm not certain he would be safe as a 12-year-old. I mean, I'm not that much older. I just turned 15 like 2 days ago. But I don't want him like out in the wild, you know, where he could get munched. Pigs join. Maybe I can sell the pig to the trade caravan, because I can't take care of them, that's for sure. I'm going to sell... Oh, you know, and he also needs to be imprisoned. He needs to convert and be imprisoned. I forgot about that too. So we're going to need to do that as well. Because he believes in, I don't know, something weird. Alright, use the guys say, don't accept the Hive quest by 3070. So Rat. So Silver Knight. You're going to move your bedroom here temporarily. And Rat will sleep in here as a prisoner. Maybe Rat put down the knife first. And then in a second, I will put up the raffle. Sorry, Rat. I stole your food. I'll feed you, don't worry. So raffle timer for Rat is up. And Rat is going to be converted as per the rules. I don't know what human university is. Yeah, okay, you're some like ancient soldiery ideology. That's going to have to change. So I want to increase food security via the irrigation sprinkler, because that's going to be a big deal. But also make another bedroom for the two boys that have joined us. Now, one of the issues that Rat's going to have, how old are you exactly? You have about 3/4 of a year before you age up your last time ever for your last trait point, and you have no growth tier. I think the chance of me meaningfully affecting his growth tier to move up is basically 0. It's gonna suck. Like no matter what, his growth tier is like boned. I'll try my best to learn the kid, to teach him good uns, But like realistically, I don't think I'm gonna move the needle much. I'm just saying that aloud now, so that when the time comes and he learns nothing, I can shift the blame. I'll be honest, I'm just shifting the blame. You know, just say what it is. I'm gonna say it's not my fault. Freaking rotate. Ah, okay. There we go. Silent Rider. Yep, you can haul that stone. Cool. So Rat's certainty is 89%, down to 81. Not bad. For first shot. And then as far as needs go, Led by a Witch pisses him off a little bit, but apart from that, he's pretty happy. What are you? Oh, right, you're the paralyzed one. I'm gonna release this pig to the wild. Actually, I'll rope it. Try to keep it alive. Oh, great acidic smog. Piggy. There isn't really a safe place for the pig to be, because, like, our ranch is not made for animals that have no toxic resistance. So I'm hoping just to be able to sell the pig, which means I'll, like, raffle it off to you guys, but you're not going to be a long-term citizen or pet of our colony. And it's as an act of mercy, unless we change our priority, and our priority is humans first, even though we love, well, animal personhood kind of means that we would consider animals people too. Another person. I'm gonna accept and then probably banish, because they're probably too old. Yep, they are too old. Bye. Thanks for your pants. Weird. You showed up and we're just like, swoosh, everyone else is naked? Me too. So we have a pig and a sow, and that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Hey, we could train them to hunt truffles. In this toxic wasteland. That'd be interesting. Okay. Sprinkler you're hooked up, I think. Yep. And it's going to irrigate daily and water the fields, which will increase the soil fertility. The other thing we could do is once we get the research bench, which I know has been like a forever ago thing. Once we get the research bench, the other thing we could do is we can get a composting barrels. So Fangface, you're a rat. Fangface rat. And you went from 89 to 73, so yeah, I mean, you're moving. You're definitely moving in the right direction. So congrats. Oh, and the pigs, right. Cosmic otters. And the other one is known as... Okay, that's rigged. Moro. Fangface won twice. Where is it, though? There you are. Yo, that's not your bed. Is that the only, like, non-polluted area, though? No, that's polluted, too. I don't even know why you're there. Oh, you know what? I know why. It's because of acidic smog. Oh, you know what? I can game the systems. So if they are avoiding acidic smog to be inside, what I can do is I can roof up this area to have them be in the unpolluted zone that shields them from acidic smog. Because that's why they're there, to try to avoid it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the roof over here, and the pigs will huddle where there is no pollution. And that's all thanks to the smog. And maybe I'll interconnect these two zones so that they have a better hideout spot. And I'll put animal beds there for them too, so they sleep in non-pollution as well. So, alright, one sec. We will get Silver Knight's bedroom, I promise. We're still working on that. But for now, I'm going to try to have the pigs not immediately die on me. It's not to say that I'm pivoting all of my resources to try to keep them alive, but at least we're going to do a little bit for them, for their longevity. So, sleeping spots, for Moro, and Cosmic Otters. Okay, close this door. Animals. Behind the walls. Or actually, ranch. We have a Manhunter pack of horse claws coming in. They're very fast, very angry. And we are very much going to want to stay out of the way. So everyone in the colony is going to shelter. Behind walls or in the ranch. No, mechs included. Caught that quick, huh? Dormant mech, go to the dormant mech zone. Or there, but no, I'm gonna move you. So yeah, we don't want to have to kill animals, even the manhunted ones. So, zoning. Nope, you aren't allowed out. Mechs, I'm gonna put you behind in the dormant zone. Okay, so I don't think there is any situation where anyone breaches walls at this point. Like, we're good. Oh, look, sludge. That's a good thing. I'm gonna put sludge, fecal sludge in here, in the freezer. And we'll eventually get a, actually, do we start with it? Yeah, we do not. So, at some point we'll compost that for food security reasons. For fertilizer. $74 to $66. Good progress. There's space behind the tailor. So if I roof that up, it will block the wind turbine. So there isn't really space back there. But there's plenty of space in here that is non-polluted. And we'll keep the pigs okay. Pretty soon, it might even be possible to clean up the ranch a bit. Because our Pollux trees have gotten rid of more or less like all of the backlog of pollution at this point. And it wouldn't be too hard to start actually cleaning up our home and taking advantage of the cleanup. I'm going to need another meal or meals. So let's batch up some. I still haven't managed to make a kitchen, but like, that's in the cards once we do the other stuff. Making sure we actually have food is more important before like the niceties of a kitchen, I think. Oh, well, we're gonna get piglets. And if I know anything about pigs, it's gonna be a problem really quickly. Oh, what the hell are we doing? Yo, we kind of need to give... What, is there like a diet reason why we're not letting him do anything? So, shoot. I'm glad I caught that before he, like, croaked. Let's put another toilet in there. And then... once he's awake, we'll have to make sure that he's, maybe a water tub? It's a stopgap measure. And let's fill the water tub. Okay, thirst is good. Bladder's good. Hygiene's good. Yeah, it will be a lot easier to convert Fangface if Fangface isn't suffering. %. I might move horseshoes over here so that it's more convenient to play. Now that this acidic smog is lifting, Moro and Cosmic Otters won't instinctively avoid pollution zones, as far as I know, which is a bit of a risk. I'm going to feed them for training reasons. Like, I'm going to rather train them for feeding reasons. But yeah, they are potentially not going to get a lot of food. They're pretty low on the totem pole. But I do believe in personhood. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to dramatically ramp up the food we produce so that they aren't second-class citizens, if possible. But by that same token, I might want to sterilize them because I simply cannot support a larger population at this point. Like, I just don't have the food infrastructure. The game really wants me to have Thrombos? Yeah, apparently. I don't know why. But I could butcher these creatures to make some kibble. So I'll do that in a minute in order to help spread the food out. It just sucks because I have animals to now feed and I have humans to feed. It's a little scary to have these many mouths with, like, no forageable. There's nothing I could really reasonably forage. So here is the advantage of the sprinkler. It uses the pumped water. It uses a fair bit of pumped water. It's pretty pump heavy. Which means we might want another steel wind pipe pump at some point to help with the water supply. But it will drive up the fertility of the soil dramatically, allowing us to grow more food in a smaller spot, which is super helpful in our case because we have food scarcity to manage. Our cave shrooms are available? They are. The issue is we don't have nutrifungal gravel because you need to be an undergrounder for that. So we could build roofed up grow zones. But by that same token, I don't really see the advantage of it because fungal gravel is really the powerful tool. The nutrifungus themselves isn't all that special. Cheers. Tech print for jump packs guarded by 4 cats. Weird, but sure. And we're going to drop another heater in here. Another radiator. Running the plumbing along the wall. And I only have heating capacity for one more. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Why did you go outside? Oh, yeah, that's stupid. She was building the plumbing from the wrong side of the wall. Animals attack! I'm getting pecked to death. To me! My minions. So, I was hoping to avoid this, but in the matter of self-defense, we have to defend... like, I'm prioritizing myself over... a manhunted animal. So, haul the horse claw. Get inside, turtle sim. No, 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 Moro. Stop that. Don't go out. Stop that. Pat yourself. They're going to graze. I'll let them out. Whatever. They're not going to run away that quickly. But we're going to want to bury this horse claw. I feel bad about having to kill it. It was just... I slipped up. Is the other one... I think the other one's gone. The other one is not trying to kill us anymore. So we don't even need to zone ourselves anymore. So Witch and Silver Knight are going to be unrestricted. And then Silent Rider is going to be in pet hauling. And Sun Tzu still in ranch. Okay, we're good. They don't need to follow me around anymore. But yeah, that sucked. We were trying to build this from the other side of the wall, and went the wrong way. I can't believe we still don't have a lab. It's my next thing. So, right now, build another bedroom, and then lab. Once we have the lab, I'm gonna have to invest in, I'm gonna have to do solar, because we've added more things to our power grid, and I don't, well, maybe we don't have to do solar. We're still running fine on battery power. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. I'll have to make the decision to veto, because previously you guys had wanted, hospital beds, but I'm not entirely certain, like, if we run out of power, that's a big problem, because then we won't be able to, like, cook food, for instance. So... if our power needs exceed what one wind turbine can offer, there's not a good spot for a second wind turbine in here. It's too cramped. There's no space for it. So I'm gonna have to invest in solar to offset. So, let's rope them back in to guard them from the pollution. But they had time to graze a little bit. And, let's go bury this horse claw. We've been burying any animals that we, like, are forced to kill. I don't even know if I got credit for that. I think I did. And then natural rain means we can toggle the valve off. I'm not sure. I forget whether the irrigation knows whether or not it needs to irrigate, but now that it's raining, I'll flick it off myself. No need to water a watered lawn. Where are you going? Back to machinery? Oh, god dang it. The minute I step out, and Omu is like, you know what? I'ma kill you. Alright, fine, fine. Animals go back into the ranch, and people go back behind the walls. And you better run, because there's an Omu who wants to kill you. I was on, like, lockdown, and then finally got out, and now I'm on lockdown again. So this time, I'm gonna do something smart. I'm gonna forbid the doors, so I can't leave. There won't be a valid path. So see, no path there. I can't accidentally be on the wrong side of the walls to just, whoopsie, I'm getting murdered. Because I wasn't trying to cheese it. I just didn't expect having to, like, build the plumbing from the other side of the wall. how you piggies doing? You're not starving, but not great. So Silver Knight's bedroom is still awful. It's a work in progress. You guys said no speculative little bugs, so we're not going to do it. And Fangface is still getting converted, but he really won't have time to do a whole lot of lessons. By the time he chooses to join us, like, he'll be almost an adult and being 13. Oh, right. Behind the walls. So let's incorporate this wall zone so we can smooth it out and make it look nice. Sorry, Silver Knight. That means bugging the hell out of you. The cooler is not pulling enough. We're going to need another cooler. And if we're going to need another cooler, we're almost certainly going to need another power generator. Shaman Worship coming in. They're going to probably buy the pigs, and is that... the creature's no longer crazed. Lucky you. So, open up the forbidden doors. Well, screw you too, game. So good news. Sleeping sickness. Hit not me. It hit Silver Knight. Unfortunately, that means Witch will have 2 people to take care of, because Fangface is still a prisoner that needs constant attention. And now for Silver Knight, we'll need served drinks and cleaning and... But hey, you know, I didn't get hit with it. So it could have been worse. Could have been more annoying. Alright, I'm heading over to the shaman traders. I'm gonna trade the pigs away. It's not that I'm trying to, like, make money off of them. They just can't survive here. They're gonna die. They're gonna die. There's no way around it. And I think it makes sense to offer them a better life with this tribe where they might actually thrive. So it's a mercy. It's not about the money. In fact, you know what? It's not about the money. I'm giving to you for free. This wasn't about profit. This was acknowledging that I physically cannot take care of their needs, and they're yours to keep. I think that's fair. I did not profit off of that. Pretty reasonable. So digging into compacted machinery. You know, we're maybe going to get that lab unless another Omo decides, I'm going to eat you, like they always do. And we do it. And we do it. Keep digging. No, step in there. It's not polluted in there. I know it's darker, but it's not polluted. So trying to get the compacted machinery, finally for the laboratory, now that we have like a separate bedroom, maybe we get a laboratory. But what I do know is, like, the moment we get a laboratory, our power needs are going to be, like, outrageous, because I just don't, there's no way to fit another windmill in here. So our power needs, I could maybe wall this section off and put it out here, but I think we're going to need solar because it's going to be better for the footprint. So I'm going to race to research solar as soon as we have a research bench, so that we can actually, like, keep our lights on, because we won't have lights otherwise. Won't have any sorts of power. You probably need... Oh no, you're good for now. Just use the bedpan. And I have not bonded with Sun Tzu yet, so I'm going to put Sun Tzu at the foot of Silver Knight's bed. Witch has a bonded pet, but Sun Tzu and Silver Knight could bond. And, like, that'd be pretty cool if everyone in the colony ends up with a bonded pet. So, Sun Tzu, your ranch zone is now even weirder. You're allowed to go all the way over there, bud. Oh god, I'm starving you to death. I'm sorry! I really can't go traveling very far for very long with Witch, because Fangface needs our... Fangface dies without us, Silver Knight dies without us. You know, there's a lot of immediate intervention constantly required. Oh, pet hauling. Yeah, don't eat that. So the extended stockpile zone I'm not including so that the rice doesn't get eaten up by our animals. So I'm digging the compacted steel so that we have the materials for the high-tech research bench. Maybe. Every like 10 seconds I have to go talk to someone, feed someone, etc. Hey Fangface, if you could just like join us, that'd be awesome. Just convert and my burden's halved. Bye piggies! Bye-bye! I'll miss you. Legitimately, bacon would... No, I'm kidding. Not in this series. You thought I was going to say I was going to miss bacon. Gotcha. Let's turn the valve back on. It's no longer raining. I could move the freezer in now that I have like one waste pack. Yeah, I could. None of it... I haven't really lost any food to spoiling yet. So... I certainly could. I don't deny that. I just don't feel the immediate need. With the 0 loss to spoilage is like, okay, not a big deal. And how's your health? You're still... Oh, it's freaking sleeping sickness. I forgot how long that takes. Oh my god. He's surviving way better than I did. Because, you know, he's getting medically tended by someone that isn't self. Because self-tending has carries such penalties. Ugh. It's nasty. Ooh, 70. That's as high as it gets. I like them numbers. And we need to mine up 250 steel before we can even do the research bench. The 2 geothermal vents require an immense amount of research, which is why I'm not considering it. Solar is 600, geothermal is 3,200. They're just not comparable in terms of invested effort of research. So I'm going to brown out 10 times over before I possibly research geothermal. Whereas solar, like, I have a really good chance to actually research it. And additionally, if we ever want grow lights to offset unusual darkness or, you know, volcanic ash or something like that, solar is the way to do it. Obviously, in unusual darkness or solar ash, solar power is lower too. So it's not a perfect solution, but it's a better one. Hey, Chupa Thingy, thank you for the resub. I'll drink to that. Cheers. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, The Boundless Witch, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a miniseries marathon. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow witches and warlocks.